Hey, I came across this product launch video and I think it's interesting. I came across this on FrameRate. It was uploaded by Elior Karmani, who is on the in-house team with Wix. And that's worth noting, I think, just because in-house teams have gotten so good. You can see the full credits on FrameRate, but let's jump in here. Let's go full screen. And I'm just going to kind of live react a little bit to a few things that caught my attention. Before I even play anything, I think this opening frame works really well on multiple levels. As a cover image or whatever, this is going to help you stop scrolling if you see this anywhere. But there's a lot going on here. It's obviously very trendy. It's got the iPod. We've got this kind of a goth looking typeface, the flash photography. If I play it, you'll see there's a kind of a matrix bullet time camera movement effect. All very cool, like well directed stuff. Also, there's like this thing that turns out to be an Easter egg, this thing that says Angelica. You'll see that later. So we start here not in the world of the product at all, not in the digital product that it's helping to launch. We're just in pure vibes land, right? This is pure vibes. Then we get a little hint of the brand system of Wix's brand system through the typography, and then we get this tease of, okay, maybe this is a product launch video because we've got a frame here, we've got a cursor dropping this stuff into place. And then we resolve into this name of the product or the feature set, Wix Harmony, which is their like AI integration. But as we play here, we start to see some things that have now become familiar, right? This is like some kind of a prompt interface, but it's important to note it's been abstracted away from everything else. Now, watching people type is pretty boring, so they do something fun here where we go to this macro moment, which is cool. It's going to pause it here. It's got a little bit of vignetting, some chromatic aberration maybe. It just adds a little interest to what is otherwise watching boring type. And then as that button is pressed, we get a few things happening. This ripple effect happens, which the ripple clearly doesn't happen in the real UI, but it's happening here as a way to kind of like open the portal to the rest of this whole thing. And now the UI has dissolved completely. And what we have is the background elements kind of becoming the main attraction. Now, this is what's cool. So I think you can see here mostly that we're supposed to be in the Wix interface here. So this is like pure UI, supposed to be, probably pretty high fidelity. But we don't hang out here long. We're here long enough to kind of be oriented, go back to one of these UI elements. But what I like about this piece is that it's not too concerned with holding our hand through an interface, right? That's kind of old school product launch thinking. And this is more new school. In fact, now we're into like a whole different kind of product offering from Wix. And we also dive into these like kind of, I don't know, lifestyle moments, which is cool. Like this background image works as much as the kind of fodder for this prompt as it does like a piece of brand design that is also communicating to a specific demographic that Wix is trying to hit. And so what happens over and over through this piece is that the overarching brand design framework that was created by, presumably the in-house team, it leaks through into this kind of product tour. Like, so for instance, here, this is a hover state that I'm sure doesn't exist in the actual UI. And what we're seeing as the fill for this hover state is actually kind of more from the brand design system that was used to, kind of direct this piece creatively. So you're getting like these moments where the brand design system is leaking through into the UI. And I think that's cool. Like we don't have to be so literal anymore, and we don't have to be so prescriptive anymore with these product launch films. We can be a little bit looser, a little bit more interpretive, and we can let these kind of brand design moments leak through. But then we're back and forth, right? We're going to these UI moments that are very much abstracted from the full UI. And then we have this kind of wash of expressions here at the end. And you see this Angelica thing that was at the very beginning, on the very first frame of the video. This has shown up a few times by this point. Now, subconsciously, I think, that's probably being registered, maybe not consciously, maybe not the first time you watch this, but that's a cool through line, a fun, almost like Easter egg moment, right? And they're trying to show that like Wix isn't just for making websites, it's for all these other expressions, right? But this all happens very, very fast. I don't know. It's going to repeat here in just a second. I just think there's a lot here that we've probably seen other places, but I think this is a very tight package, and it's kind of cool to see the evolution of these product launch videos as they continue to mature and as audiences bring their own kind of history and expectations to them.